Hiding your weaknesses is keeping you weak. It might seem like you're doing what's best for you, keeping your strengths in the forefront, but when it's all said and done, the people who repeatedly utilize their weaknesses and make them stronger are going to be the ones who have the most success. You have to think about every single business that started out. It was a small business. Yeah, it might have been a very wealthy small business, but every business that's starting out is a business that's starting out. Every athlete who started a sport was a beginner at some point. And kids are the best beginners we know. Let's think about not even going into sports, because I feel like that's a commonly used analogy. And on this channel, I use the analogy of languages a lot, but you might not have heard it said in this manner. And this might be your first time watching me. If it is, then let me know in the comments. And if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you're subscribed, because I'm posting every single day. Long form videos just like this one every single day. Probably for the rest of my life. But been going strong for almost 50 days now. And yeah, no end in sight. So, language example, language analogy. For me, I'm bilingual. I grew up bilingual. The reason I'm able to speak both languages, und die zweite Sprache, die ich sprechen kann, ist Deutsch. For those who don't speak German, I said the second language that I can speak is German. The reason I'm able to just switch from English to German like that is because I grew up speaking it. But what does that even mean? I was a little kid who was not afraid to say the wrong word, to pronounce something incorrectly, in German, for those who speak German or learning German, trying to learn German, the articles, right? We have 3 thes in German. So it's easy to get those confused. As a little kid, you're not worried about that. For me, the German word for car is Auto, right? And my grandfather was trying to teach me this word. I was saying up. Not even close. But I was convinced that I was saying it correctly. Eventually, though, I was able to correct my mistake by continuing to try to say the word. I'm going through the same thing in French right now. But as an adult, we have this feeling like we have a responsibility to already be experts when we start something. We're not allowing ourselves any type of grace to be a beginner, because we're in the social media age where everybody's like, oh, look, I just took up art class and look at my first ever painting. And it's Picasso-like. But really, that wasn't your first ever painting. It might have been your first time painting in a long time, but you have some kind of experience in painting to be able to paint like that. We all know that. Or you had some kind of instruction to be able to guide you to painting like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. There are some people who are naturally gifted in certain things. My uncle, for example, my uncle is a maestro. He's on the autistic spectrum. He had, I think, 10 head surgeries before he was 1 year old. You got to think about that. So he's a miracle baby when it comes to that. But that's not all. He is gifted in the art of music. He was able to pick up piano as a toddler without anyone teaching him. Those are exceptions. Those are things where I can't even wrap my mind around. I don't think I'm naturally gifted in anything other than being able to learn, because I've always been fascinated by it. I've always been fascinated by knowing more, figuring out things. And my latest conquest, I talked about it yesterday, has been GeoGuessr. And I'm proud to say, on the large, I'll drop the link to this if I can remember. I'll drop the link to this in the description, but large countries around the world, I believe they have 58 of them on there. I got 100%. I was able to pick them out. So it says Bolivia, and then you have to go pick Bolivia. And then it says Sri Lanka. It doesn't say Sri Lanka on this one, but on the Asian one, on the Asian countries, it does say Sri Lanka. So, yeah. Asia, Oceania, Europe, North America, South America, all those countries are on there. Russia, Egypt, Japan, you name it. In terms of the bigger countries in the world, they're on there. Anyway, I didn't start by getting 100%. I didn't even start with the World Countries Quiz. Guess where I started? 50 states of the United States of America. Did I get 100% on that the first time? No, I didn't. American. Also German, but I'm American. Didn't get 100% on it. Hey, it's okay. I think it was a 96. 96, I missed one state. Out west. I'm from the southeast. Out west, those kind of were a blur. But now, if I take the test again, because I practiced it a little bit, yeah, I'm getting 100. I moved on to Europe. Then I moved on to Africa. Then I moved on to Asia, South America. And guess what? Now I'm able to do the entire world. I wish there was a quiz with all of the countries from all of those different tests. That would be nice to see. But the 58 countries one, that was a good challenge and a good review, good refresher of all the other countries. But you got to think on Africa. First time I did Africa, 39%. First time I did Asia, I believe it was 49%. But within a day, I was able to work those up to 100%. Why? Because I identified a weakness and I stuck to training it and working on it. And then when it came time, hey, we got the entire world now, that job was easy. So obviously this isn't about GeoGuessr. This isn't about me. This is about you. You have a world quiz in your life that you want to perform well on, that you want to get 100% on. But guess what? You might be struggling with Asia right now. And yes, I'm speaking in metaphors because I don't know your exact story. I'd love to know more about your exact story. That's why I have this community here. We've exploded over on Instagram with over 13,000 followers now, and we're working on YouTube. That's why I'm here every single day. Long form videos. If you're not subscribed yet, check that out. Hit that button. Become one of the first members of this community because it's going to explode as well, and you're going to want to be along for this ride every single day. My journey is going to take me to these different countries that I'm talking about as a professional basketball player, as a content creator, as a human who wants to see the world, right? So right now I'm in the guest room of my parents' house down in Georgia, but in a few weeks I'll be back in Europe. That's how my life is working. That's how my life is going. I'm seeking experiences. For me, when I first moved to Germany, my German was, for my standard, I would say a 97%. Now I can confidently say that I speak perfect German. I don't think anybody speaks perfect German, but just like I speak English, I speak German. And I can switch between the two no matter what. But it took me a couple of years of living in Germany and just shaking off that anxiety about speaking it and that imposter syndrome of speaking it. And it took me making some mistakes. It took me going into certain situations and doing interviews as a basketball player and feeling like, I could have spoken better there. It took me going into the fire of my weakness. It took me saying, okay, I got a 39% on Asia or on Africa, in this case, metaphorically. Let's see what I get the next time. Why did I get a 39%? What did I do wrong? What did I get wrong? What did I miss? How do you think I built 13,000 followers in less than a year on Instagram? By not posting? By not having any videos that flopped? I don't look at flops. I don't look at videos and see, oh, did it flop? Did it not? There are some videos that surprised me. Oh, I thought that would have gotten more views. It's kind of a But then the next video, I try something else. Say, okay, let me try this. Let me try this. Oh, should I make a video on this? Yeah, why not? And boom, a video about some cookies goes viral. Some cookies in a supermarket. Almost 1 million views. Seriously. Check my Instagram if you don't believe me. The Anthony Watkins on Instagram. It's unreal. Just trying stuff. Being willing to say, hey, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try it. And if it doesn't, I'm still me. I'm still a human. Another perfect example. My mom, and I love my mom. I don't know if my mom is watching these videos. I used to send her the links. Now I just say, hey, if she wants to watch them, watch them. If she doesn't, she doesn't. She's a busy woman. Okay? But mom, if you're watching this, you know exactly what story I'm talking about. My mom is currently in Germany visiting my grandmother. Okay? She had ordered some packages, and they were at the UPS. I'm going to call it the packing facility. I don't know the exact terms of it. I don't know exactly what it was called. transport center, something like that. Distribution center, I think, is the correct term. So they're at the distribution center because I think there was a holiday. There was a holiday, President's Day or something like that. Can't remember exactly. And packages weren't going out. Juneteenth. It was Juneteenth. So packages didn't go out, and there was a holdup, and my mom was flying the next day. So she sends me out to get this package from the distribution center. I get to the distribution center. Well, number one, she texts me this while I'm in the middle of a workout, and I'm a little bit frustrated about having to cut my workout short. She says, "Oh, you don't have to do it." Of course I have to. I don't have to, but I have to. Father, son, mother, sons, kids, you know, if your parents say, "Oh, well, yeah, you don't have to, but it would really be terrible if you didn't." No, you're not going to live that one down, right? You're going to hear them complaining about it. And your parents gave you life. My mom gave me life. Okay, that's a story for another day. She literally saved my life. But, so I decide to cut my workout short. And I go there, and the customer center is closed permanently since almost a year, 2 years actually. Since 2024, October 2024. That's what it said on the door. So I'm standing in front of this distribution center, seeing a bunch of doors that say employees only. I'm kind of like tugging on the door, tug. Now I'm really upset, kind of, because now I drove 30, 40 minutes to this distribution center, and it seems like a dead end. So I'm kind of walking around. I look shady, surely, because I'm kind of tugging on doors, and I know I'm not supposed to be tugging on, and this nice lady opens the door. She was about my age. I don't want you to have like this, I mean, not that anything's wrong with it being an older lady, but when I say lady, I feel like it's an older person. But I don't want to call her a girl either, because I'm 25. She was about my age. Her name's Carson. Carson, shout out if you're watching. Probably not watching, but if you are, thank you. She opens the door, and long story short, she ends up helping us find this package and get the package, even though technically by the rules we weren't supposed to. We weren't supposed to get this package. The customer service center was closed. The package was among 2,000 other packages, but she ended up helping us out, saving the day, and being a hero. I make an Instagram video about this experience. Once again, I thought about, hey, should I make this? Why not? Boom. Make the video comparing German customer service, which is more rules oriented, to the American variant that I just experienced. And guess what? Weeks later, the video got 95,000 views or something like that on Instagram and went crazy. But this was almost a month ago. Almost a month ago. And I get a comment today. It says UPS. UPS says, "Hey, we would love to share your story on our page. Is that okay with you? We love this video. We would love to share it on our page." Whoa. That small decision. I could have feared the video not being interesting. I could have feared nobody wanting to watch it. I could have feared it flopping. But it would have, number one, cost me one of my most successful videos. Number two, it would have cost me a possible connection to UPS. UPS, 260,000 followers on Instagram. More reach, right? So I say all this to say, I contemplated, there was a time where I was actually posting videos like this, not even every day. I called it the off day series. I play professional basketball, and on the days where I didn't have practice, I would turn the camera on and make a video. I would edit it and post it. It was the off day series. It's floating out there somewhere. It's on the off season. It's on a channel called the off season. I stopped because I felt like the videos weren't strong enough. I felt like I wasn't a billion subscriber YouTuber yet. I felt like I was wasting my time. I felt like I was spinning my wheels. I felt exposed. But guess what? That was a missed opportunity. If I had continued making those videos, I can only imagine where my platform on YouTube would be now. Because I was making those videos 3 years ago almost. But I learned from that experience. And I learned from so many experiences since then. Those are the experiences I get to share with you every single day. I'm not going to do everything right in my life, and neither are you. That's the beauty of it. We're human. This is a human experience that we get to share. And I'm glad I got to share these last 15 minutes with you. And here's to the next 15 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you choose to share with me. I'm going to be here every day and also have a whole playlist of videos. You know what? Today, I'm going to hit you with the playlist. So you can just kind of go through and see what you've missed. Or I'll just see you tomorrow. Either way, I want you to remember that the best is yet to come. And I'll see you wherever you choose to see me next. Thanks for watching. Oh, yeah. And the option to watch the playlist is right here. And the option to subscribe and make sure you don't miss out on your new friend is right here. There we go. Now, thanks for watching. Again.